Hello everyone and welcome to Past the Post. This week we're going to go over 3 race days in the UAE. We had Meydan, Jebel Ali and Al-Ain Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We're going to kick off at Meydan, which held 9 fixtures, but we will report on 8 of them as we had a non-race in race 4. Race 1 was at 5:30 in the afternoon. Handicap 65 to 85, 4-year-old and up, purebred Arabians, the only Arabian race on the card. This one on the dirt and worth 120,000 dirhams, over 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs. A bit of a shocker here is Hadith Al-Wathba with Saif Al-Balushi for Khalifna Ariadi. Got this one done by 3/4 of a length over A.R. Amira. A.R. Amira was making only her second start. Is definitely one to watch out of this race.
Azu still working through runners here, but still with half a dozen to pick up at least. Next in running was AF Mutalak. From next out there was Farrar along with Octave as Hadaf Al-Wathba takes over here in the final 250 metres. AR Amira, AF Thawati trying to get on level terms. It's Hadaf Al-Wathba and Saif Al-Balushi still a length and a half in advance of AR Amira, trying to get on level terms here. It's Hadaf Al-Wathba from AR Amira. AR Amira tries ever so hard, but cannot get Hadaf Al-Wathba, the winner by 3/4 of a length.
Second race of the evening at 6:05 p.m. was a handicap 70 to 90 rated thoroughbreds, 4-year-olds and up, 190,000 on the line. This one over 1,900 meters on the turf. Bit of a shocker here as well as big
run. Stormy Waves looking for room to Hoku. Then came deep around Legend of Khan and Lunatic starting to work into the race here as well as they make the running down the straight here now. Lunatic up on the outside starts to present here in the final stages. Up on the outside there, Lunatic along with Legend of Khan. Empress Star trying to work through poster paint to Hoku. It's Legend of Khan. Lunatic the outside diving misses. Legend of Khan beats Lunatic.
The third race of the evening was a handicap 85 to 105, 3-year-olds and up thoroughbreds over the turf, 300,000 on the line. This one's 7 furlongs. Echo Point, a former Charlie Appleby trainee, now with Musab Al-Mahir. Kind of like with Legend of Khan in the last race, you kind of stayed out of his way and let him catch his stride there. Just take us through the last couple furlongs.
Yeah, he bounced out quick, and the horse Gate 2 had a lot of speed. The one on the outside came across and challenged to go on. I was quite comfortable to just sit behind the pace, and my horse he led last time in Abu Dhabi and rode like a good race, and here with a long straight I thought just give him a chance as well. We could pick up better and they finished, but the way the race is spanned out really suited us, and rode like a good race.
Back in Legend of Khan, the race before, obviously he's a horse that he's got a nice big stride. He's a little tricky out there. Just take us through. He looks like you were just trying to stay out of his way.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And but, you know, the boat race went very smooth the way I planned it. And the horse is in a great form. You know, Musaba's horse is there. When they're not winning, they're running well. So, in a race like this and tonight, and, you know, it's nice to get a winner.
The fourth race, as mentioned, was a non-race voided from a false start, so we'll move on to the fifth race of the evening. Of non-winners of 2, 4-year-old and up thoroughbred affair on the turf, 175,000 on the line, 6 furlongs for the speediest of the speediest. This one saw an eternal bridesmaid in Hassim finally get over the line after multiple races finishing in the money. Danny Tudhope and Musab Al-Mahiri giving a 3-race win in a row for Musab Al-Mahiri in the process, beat out Warsong. In third was Falcon of Arabia making his first turf start. Definitely one to watch for Bhupat Simar.
It's Indicate the leader, though, coming into the straight here. A narrow advantage on War Song. Then came Arabic Art. Indicate still the leader from Silent Defence. Hassim tries to run on along with Mortog. It's up in front now, working into it. War Song over on the far side from Indicate. Hassim burning through here in the final stages of the race. But it's War Song over on the far side. Hassim really trying to get warm here. Could he run second again, though? It's War Song. Hassim levelling up now. Today's the day. Hassim goes on to win. 3/4 of a length from War Song.
Hassim is a bridesmaid no more. After a few frustrating runs, it had to be nice to get him over the line, Danny.
Yeah, exactly that. Listen, he's been running very well. Just not quite got his head in front of this season, but, you know, he's been so consistent. He deserved that.
What was the difference today with getting him to sort of really want that win?
Well, obviously, he was coming back down to 6 furlongs today, which probably not his best trip. He's probably a 7 furlong horse, but the pace was so strong, and he's got a good finish to him, you know. So yeah, it was all about, you know, just sort of judging it right and having something to aim at. And, you know, he finished his race off well. So credit to him, you know, he only ran here last week as well, so he's backed him up quick.
The sixth race of the evening was the Cocoa Beach Stakes, a conditions affair for 3-year-old fillies, thoroughbreds, 400,000 on the line, and they are going 1,600 meters or a mile. This is for the best 3-year-old fillies on the dirt in the land, and Queen Azteca proved imperious in this race. Dismissed at almost 10-1 in the international market, she beat out longshot Taswaheen in second, with favourite Arigato Gozemaisu back in third after setting a torrid pace. Queen Azteca was ridden by Carlos Lopez for Niels Peterson, giving Norway its first win of the carnival.
Reina Rosso was next. Salsaville Princess pocket phones out of it. Arigato Gozaimasu retakes the lead from Flama Sunshine, who found absolutely nil here in the late stages. Taswaheen runs on. Queen Azteca coming with a big run for Niels Peterson and Carlos Lopez up the far side. It's Arigato Gozaimasu all out, but it's the Scandinavian hot on the scene in the late stages. Queen Azteca burning away to take the Cocoa Beach Stakes. This is impressive. Runs away with it by 7. Taswaheen second.
This filly, she was obviously very green last time, but this time she put it all together for you.
Yes, I mean, we dropped a little bit wrong today, but still she had a good speed in the end, so I was waiting for that. Yeah. And she's very strong, actually. She's looking for more distance, actually.
Turning for home, was the plan to sort of like find the fence and just to keep her straight?
Yeah, no, I want to have a better position, actually. Yeah. But she was lonely, draw number 1, so she felt really lonely there, so she didn't want to break with them. So I decided to stay behind and look for the gap, and then it came open inside, and it was perfect. I mean, and she finished very strong.
How does it feel to get another carnival win?
No, amazing for racing in Scandinavia. We have a tough now situation with racing, so this brings a lot of happiness for Scandinavia. I'm very happy for that.
The feature of the evening was the Group 2 Cape Verde Stakes, went as race 7 at 9 p.m. 4-year-olds and up, fillies and mares. This was thoroughbreds on the turf, 850,000 on the line. The big favourite in the race was Romantic Style, hoping to give another win in the race to Charlie Appleby and William Buick, but it was not meant to be, as Mikhail Barcelona walked the proverbial dog with Schwazia for Simon and Ed Crisford and won incredibly well at 6-1 international market. The 102 rated filly beat the 108 rated favourite, giving a 1-2 finish for Night of Thunder, a stallion that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed owns at Darley Stallions.
They come round almost 5 abreast here. Schwazia from Ziggy's Dream, Romantic Style, now allowed to let stride out wider. Easy With Me next from Ultima. Schwazia the one to chase, Romantic Style. Now asks for an effort here on the outside. Schwazia though with a nice break of 2.5 lengths. Romantic Style has got nothing to offer. Schwazia coming clear in the late stages here, and it's a boil over in the Cape Verde. It is Schwazia coming clear to win by 6. Romantic Style second, Easy With Me third, Ziggy's Dream and Ultima runs last.
She's done extremely well since she's come out here. I thought that ride from Mikhail was fantastic. I mean, you know, he slowed it right up. You know, there was no pace early on, but she quickened super well around the bend, and she quickened into the straight and went away from them.
She obviously had that back class with Tampana behind her. Were you confident coming in she could handle, with, you know, especially with the favourite looking tough to beat?
Yeah, no, the favourite on form looked very tough to beat. You know, I think on our best form, bring her here, thought we could sort of give her a bit of a race. But, you know, as I said, I think, you know, Mikhail sort of really won the race today. I mean, he you know, to slow it up right like that and then sprint in the straight, and her to go away from them, it was a very, very good ride.
And that rattling going out there, it's very quick out there. She seems to love every second of it.
Yeah, no, she does. She's quite versatile, actually. She's run on sort of good firm ground and sort of soft ground. Very straightforward filly, but I know, very, very pleased she won.
Well, actually, that's what we kind of see with Ed before the race. There wasn't much space in the race, but our plan as well for us was to sit close, but not especially making the runner. And actually, I just ended up myself in front because no one wanted to go. I was staying one off in case, but at the end we went and actually we didn't went very fast, and she's been able to pick up and to make a clear decision quite early in a straight.
She obviously had a little back class behind her. She's run against like proper Group 1 fillies like Tempana. Was it nice to see her kind of like pull away from them in the end?
Yeah, actually, and she's a very versatile filly. She ended up in front, and wasn't the plan, and she won well. So no, she does the job well.
And for you, you're coming in. You're not here every week, but is it nice to come in and just pick up a nice little Group 2 while you're hanging around?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm based in Dubai, but actually depends where I can get the best ride, and I'm staying there. And just on the end of the Jan, I'm going to go to Hong Kong, go a good ride over there, and we'll see.
The 8th race of the evening at Meydan was the Defender 525 edition, a handicap 85 to 105 rated 3-year-olds and up thoroughbreds on the dirt, worth 300,000 dirhams. This one was over 7 furlongs and was a wide open affair and possibly the most competitive race of the evening, with the likes of Castle Warden making his local debut and the comeback of Mubakar. But in the end, it was Asad Zabil who was in the right place at the right time, sitting just off the pace and winning incredibly well here for Musab Al-Mahiri, giving him his 4th win of the evening. Al-Nasib was back in second for the same yard, with Castle Warden making an auspicious local debut for Bhupat Simar, and a full brother to Laurel River on top of that, one to watch out of this race.
They straighten for home here, and Castle Warden has got up to the outside of Meshakel. Beats him off there. Up on the outside, Asad Zabil. Here's Al Nasib starting to work through the gears. Al Nasib picking up the outside as Asad Zabil hits the front. Asad Zabil the one to chase. Al Nasib with the job to chase him down. Asad Zabil though all out. Al Nasib wanting to lug in, pegging him back here. Asad Zabil. Al Nasib tries, but Asad Zabil's got him beat. Asad Zabil goes on to win. Beats him by 2 lengths. Al Nasib was brave in second.
He's a horse, he likes to be passing horses, and the more was filled him up and the better he was getting underneath, and everything went smooth. And I got to the front, felt a long way home, but I thought we went very hard early on, and I managed to come around them and tag the right horse, So he delivered nice, and he's a nice individual. He put his heart out in the race, so it's nice to be a willing part with a horse like that.
It's a very good field he just beat right now, and he's possibly kind of leaning into that kind of group level of form right now. Do you think he kind of would be better going up or going down in distance to the 6 or to the 8 furlongs?
He's a very fertilized horse with the trip, and I wouldn't go any further than the trip he runs tonight, and I think that suits him, but I'll wait till the boss decide what he's going to choose for him. But the horse is in great shape.
The nightcap at Meydan race 9 was a handicap 70 to 90 rated 4-year-olds and up thoroughbreds on the grass. This one was over 1,900 meters or 9.5 furlongs and worth 190,000 dirhams. A bit of a shock on the internet.
Side DeLorean just in front from Berkshire Nugget. DeLorean holding them at bay. DeLorean 3 parts.
The horse has been doing very well, and we saw him how he ran last time in Abu Dhabi. Then when we go back to, he doesn't like Jebel Ali anymore, and he doesn't show us anything. This is why we are waiting for this race, and he do his job today.
Connor seems to be riding with a lot of confidence for you right now.
Yeah, he be riding him. We like him. Actually, the horse is doing very well. Like since Abu Dhabi race. After the race, I decided to go back to Jebel Ali. When I saw him, he's running, it doesn't show me anything in Jebel Ali. Then I decided from that day to here, I was waiting for the racing here. It's very difficult here to find the right race for your horse. This is why we are choosing this race. And if you look, they do the 2 racing today. Good for, I was happy for the Dubai Racing Club here. They do the 2 racing for the horses, and they give more chance for the horses. This is why we put Connor in him in the first day, and then when we saw they opened the racing, we put Connor in the another horse. Soko.
And those numbers in the last
he do his great job
1
today.
and 2 confirmed.
And your filly ran really well earlier in the Cocoa Beach. She looks like she's got a big future, your 3-year-old filly.
We was thinking from the first race we ran her, we think she's a more distant horse. She will be a good filly for the Oaks. That was our plan.
That's the next plan for her?
Yes, this is where the plan.
Now we're going to head one afternoon later over to Jebel Ali, which had 7 races on the afternoon. The first race in the afternoon at 1:45 was a maiden for 4-year-olds and up, purebred Arabians. Always seems to be an Arabian race to kick off the day. This one worth 70,000 dirhams and over the one-turn 1,600-meter mile. Kayla De Carrere, a well-related Eric LaMartinelle trainee, was very impressive here, winning out as the 2.7 favorite. AJA's Nafa was second with AF Tajni back in third. The winner is a full sister to Hadi De Carrere.
Kayla De Carrere picking up big strides at the moment and starting to work into the race with gusto. Next was Farida, followed by then came Kyria DeFost and AF Barik, but Kayla De Carrere, as they start to come up the rise here, has taken AF Tajni here. AJS Naifa sticks on, but it's Kayla De Carrere's race to lose here. 3 lengths in advance of AF Tajni. Then came AJS Naifa, but Kayla De Carrere gets further and further in front. 6 lengths clear. It'll be 8 by the time that she gets to the line here and breaks through with with ease in her 3rd career start.
She's a very late filly and she make a very good try in Meydan. After we run Abu Dhabi, and I wanted to run again Abu Dhabi, but there was no Meydan for her, so I run in Al-Ain, but she's trained in Al-Ain, so she's very relaxed in the morning. She was thinking it was morning training, so today she was more fit, and I can see before I put the saddle she was ready to win.
And she really took to the distance really well. She took to the hill really well. You think there's more stamina in there for her?
Yeah, it was a maiden. It was not a champion race, but she, with the experience she has, and the distance will be longer for her, much better.
And you said she's a bit of a late filly. She just have some hiccups along the way?
Yeah, she just a break for 1.5 years. So last season she wasn't ready to get up fast, and really she need time. But she's a full sister of Hadi De Carrere, who was a very big horse. So yeah.
The second race of the afternoon was over a straight 7 furlongs straight up the hill. This one saw eternal bridesmaid Maputo finally put his nose in front in a big way, winning well under Taigo Shea for Bhupat Simar, part of a big day for the Team Zabil. Million Dora was back in second, and Chosen Mark returned to form well to finish third here.
Atlantic Sky really working through well now as they start to climb the rise. It's precedent already under the bat from Condor Passer, Atlantic Sky, Chosen Mark and Million Doro now shoot clear up the near side. It's Million Doro and Chosen Mark who pair off here. From running on now Maputo, Atlantic Sky, Condor Passer and Mutani. It's Chosen Mark and Million Doro, but look at Carpe Momentum. Carpe Momentum coming, Maputo rather. Maputo coming from back in the field to storm to the front and win. Maputo's day today.
We decided to take him here to gallop him, Mikey, and he galloped really well. And I'm sick of him going down to the furlong pole and getting in a battle and always coming out second or third best. So I said to Bhupa today, big wide open space. If I can help it at all, I won't go head to head to one. I'll give him a bit of space. And thankfully, as they do here, there was a nice pace to aim at. And I followed Pat Dobbs through. He travelled very good. And you know, when the split came, I left him in the middle, and I was aware that the second and third were coming up the stand side here. But I think basically confidence is he lacks a bit of confidence. He always worked well at home, but without having gone head to head with one, I think it just made a difference today.
I know he had 7 furlongs last time at Meydan, but this 7 furlongs up the hill seemed to suit him a little bit better, it seems.
Yeah, he's a horse, you know, on the dirt. There's not too many that you can just sit and let him come into the race, but he's one of them, you know. we've learned if you try force him early, he does miss the kick a little bit, but if you force him early, he kind of jacks it a little bit with you. So 7 in a straight line rather than rushing into a bend is definitely his game.
Second race of the afternoon was a race for the 3-year-olds. This one, some stars tomorrow, and some possible UAE Derby hopefuls will come out of it, including winner Galactic Star. In his first run, won impressively, beating out On the Way in Ars Lebanon. There were some disappointments in the field, including Military Order and Casino Bay from the same yard as the winner, but that didn't dampen the spirits of Tygo Shea, who won his second race in a row. He's the son of Improbable out of Stella's Dream. With lots of stamina in there, is one to watch moving forward. He will definitely have a run, probably before aiming toward the Al-Bastakia.
Sir Harmony leads a half length now and starts to extend away. Galactic Star worked upon. Casino Bay next. Ars Lebanon, Military Order, Manawish on the back foot, and On the Way starts to make ground the near side. It's Sir Harmony the leader. Manawish picking up through the middle now, along with On the Way the near side. Galactic Star. Sir Harmony's beaten. Favourites all done for. It's Galactic Star and On the Way from Manawish and Ars Lebanon. On the Way and Galactic Star coming clear in the late stages. Galactic Star does it. Galactic Star strides away to win by a length. Quite convincing in the end.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He comes from the Powerstown Breeze Up Academy of Tom Whitehead's. He's always shown us plenty at home, and to be fair, his rider needs a seatbelt or two every morning, hence the gelding. He was a bit above himself as an entire, so Connection decided to geld him, and I think they'll reap rewards now. I think he's a horse with a good future, and when I trialled him here, I loved him, and I said to Boop, but I said hopefully everything goes smooth from his trial to his run, and he's a horse with a lot of talent.
Being by a 10 furlong sire, his dam sire is a 10 furlong horse. Is it surprising to see him have so much speed? I
just got off him and I said to Connections, I said, I think raw ability left him win at the distance, Mikey. You're going to see a better horse going 2 turns, and hopefully he'll gear up to maybe, the Guineas is too close now, but maybe I think he's probably an Al-Bastakia UAE Derby horse.
Fourth race of the afternoon was the co-feature. This was the Jebel Ali Sprint Prep. 100,000 on the line, a conditions affair over a straight 5 furlongs. Musaba Al-Mahiri continued his big weekend, as did Sylvester de Sousa, getting his 4th win, a 5th for the trainer. As Al-Shibli took the lead from the beginning, used that headgear to its most, and beat out color-bearing mate Morning in 2nd, also owned by Nazar Askar. Mozahim was back in 3rd. The final margin of victory was a length and a half.
As they come to the 500-metre mark of the race, from Torre Vega, who works through. Then came next him running there, Split the Prophet from Mozahim, Rawi, and also Morning. The near side Ocean Runner, Darby Lamp, Kamsen, and dropping back away Shy May along with Jamram. It's up in front, Shibli from Morning, Rawi. Here's Mozahim on the scene. No Torre Vega at the moment. Shibli from Morning and Mozahim. Shibli up on the inside fence though, coming clear. He's 3 lengths in advance of next him running there, Morning, and it's going to be Shibli all the way. Mr. Nasser Asker takes the double here.
He's a horse who wear headgear for the first time, and he just showed me plenty speed coming out the gates, and I rode the horse in the past, and the trip suited him by the ground, and I just rolled the race the way it was suitable for the horse,
It's a little bit shocking that they didn't really come up and challenge you at any point. Was he just moving that quickly? Was he just faster than the rest?
I think so, and got a good half lane out the gates, and I just rolled the race the accord, and the second horse was coming to me, and every time I felt they would come to me, and I just let him improve in his position from the front, and the trip suits him, sharp 5, stiff 5, and was perfect.
And the headgear, you said, has it really helped him focus that last bit?
Absolutely, yeah. Sharp him up and keep his mind in the business, and put a bit of speed on him as well, and he lost the tempo.
The other co-feature on the day was the Jebel Ali Mile Prep, sponsored by Shadwell. This one also a conditions affair and worth 100,000 dirhams. Sadati, who was rank in his last race and could not be controlled, this time was easy to control and controlled the race indeed. The son of Munnings won well under Ben Cohen for the local Jebel Ali stables of Michael Costa and His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Majestic Pride ran well in 2nd for Simon and Crisford. as Group 1 winner Al-Farik finished up the top 3.
Majestic Pride looks for an out. Investo still with a fair bit of work to do as Sadati hits the lead on the inside. Remorse was next, followed by Al-Farik, who tracks the leader through. Majestic Pride was next. Investo still trying hard, along with Marshall Plan out wider, but Sadati gives a nice kick. Sadati inside the 200 metres has broken away by 3 or 4 lengths. Sadati coming away here in the mile prep, running on well Majestic Pride, but Michael Costa on the board with Sadati in the 5th. Beats home Majestic Pride into second.
We had him set for this race last year, but he just didn't quite get there, and his horse which has had ability since we've been here, and it's just good that the planets are starting to align for him, and we're seeing the best horse out on the track. So I think he'll improve a lot from today. We've still had him a little bit on the fresh side again. They took him on quite early and he had a nice kick, so I think we'll line up in the big one, and I think he'll improve.
Has it been a lot of morning work, a lot of practice in the morning, just getting him trying to settle?
Yeah, it is. Our riders have done a great job. He's a horse which is sort of always on the bridle, and they've got him in a place now where he's a very happy horse. He's a horse which is putting on weight after his gallops, where he's always been a little bit on the lighter side. So it's all falling into place, which is great.
Jebel Ali is obviously going to be another step up, and not only in grade but in class. The horses that come in, does he have a few lengths there for you?
Yeah, I think that's the perfect race for him next. He does handle Meydan surface, but he probably resents the kickback a little bit there. So he's just a horses for courses type of horse.
Everything going well for the horses next week for Fashion Friday at Meydan? Yeah,
we're very excited to get there. We've got a nice team. I'm sure all the stables are excited to get there, so it's going to be great racing for the UAE. And we couldn't be happier. We're doing some final gallops this week, and some nice draws and some good rides. Hopefully it'll be a good night.
Is Mestri going to be ready to take on Law River?
With the horse as well. We're going to give him a nice gallop tomorrow, and that'll be the sign of whether we go there or whether we go straight to Super Saturday. He's done a great job. We obviously want him to peak on World Cup night, so we'll just reverse engineer the plan from there.
The 6th race of the afternoon at Jebel Ali was a maiden for 4-year-olds and up, thoroughbreds on the dirt worth $60,000. This one continued the big day for Bhupat Seymour's Zabeel Racing Stables, as Secret Manor and Tygo Shea won well as a horse with a future. The son of Dubawi took to the dirt nicely, switched gears in middle of the stretch, and was far too good for Tactical Bound and Inner Wisdom in 2nd and 3rd.
He's starting his run. Al Saif at the same time breaks through here and starts to make good ground along with Narato, but it's Secret Manor up on the inside, who's got a break of around 3 lengths here on Tactical Bound. Then came Al Saif from Hopefully Yes. It's Secret Manor, Tactical Bound, etching into the margin here in the late stages, as is Inner Wisdom. Al Saif looks beaten. It's Secret Manor from Tactical Bound. Secret Manor still with an advantage. Tactical Bound putting in the big bounds here in the late stages. It's Secret Manor from Tactical Bound. Secret Manor's got enough in hand.
Fired him from the gates. The plan was to get him up and handy. He's a horse I trialled like 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, and he flopped out of the gates and took no part in the trial. And said to Boop, but I said, if this fella's not at the business end from the get-go, I says, not that he gives up, he just loses interest. He's a slow learner, but thankfully he's getting to know how to race now, and he had a good first up run here, so he had a good look at the track and the bend and that, so he improved plenty for it, and thank God the Barnes horses are flying today, so long may continue.
And even up the lane, it looked like you even, to get into switches, you kind of shift him around a little bit to switch sticks there. He's kind of learning bit by bit, is he?
Exactly. When I swung in, I wanted him to get out onto that outside lead, and he wouldn't. And so I eased him off the rail and got him back in, and finally he switched. And but as you say, he's a bit like myself. He's a slow learner, but he's getting the hang of it.
You guys are flying along today. You got 3 so far. Can Arabian Tail make it 4?
Listen, he's a little bit not too dissimilar to the horse I've just ridden. It took him a while for the penny to drop. He'll do nothing in a hurry, so stay longer than the mother-in-law, so we'll try to get him out there and get him going.
And the big day for Bhupat Seymour ended in a big way as he won the 4th of 6 thoroughbred races on the day, this time with Arabian Tail taking race 7, the nightcap. This was a handicap for 0 to 95 rated dirt thoroughbreds, $84,000 on the line, over 9 furlongs around Tubal Corner. Ty Gaucher got Arabian Tail, who flexed his stamina in the end, the son of Dubawi, to the line by a length over Mursal. Fall of Rome, also from Zabil, finished a nice third.
Arabian Tail comes off heels of the leaders. Running on from the back of the field was Wessel, followed by Nova Roma. Dubai Welcome trying to get mobile. It's Cosmic Desert who comes up to the outside of Mursal. Fall of Rome dropping away. Arabian Tail next, followed by Wessel. Then came Dubai Welcome and Nova Roma. Mursal rallies again. Had a chance to fill the lungs up in the middle stages, and he's found some more here under Danny Tudhope. Running on late here, Arabian Tail. Arabian Tail flying home late. Arabian Tail knocks him off and wins.
No, it's great. I'm glad to see him win today. He was second last time. He's a little bit lazy horse. He takes riding, but it's good. He's made it up the hill today in front. He's happy, and I'm glad for the owners. And Chopra, they're a very good friend of ours as well. So it's a great day for the yard, the team, and yeah, all is good.
And as a whole, you just see a lot of the horses were running their races today. I mean, even Remorse, he ran really well until he got a little bit tired at the end, first up, while these horses are performing for you.
Yeah, no, I was super. I ride Remorse also. I was super happy with him. He's had a rough year with things happening, but he ran really well today. He just got a little tired in the end, which is expected. So.
Now on Sunday the 19th, we head over to Al-Ain, which had 9 races, all competitive affairs, and it was a thrilling afternoon of racing that kicked off at 4 p.m. First race was a maiden for 4-year-olds and up, purebred Arabians on the dirt, 70,000 on the line, over a marathon, 10 furlongs, and this was a test of stamina that was won out by Kay Sabu trained AF Asyaf, who beat out Wahid despite a claim of foul in the end by a nose. Wahid was ridden by Jules Mobian for Eric Lamartine, while the winner had Bernardo Pinheiro in the saddle.
It's AF Asyaf getting a second breath of wind though is Shakir on the inside. Nashwan runs on along with Wahid. It's Wahid the outside looking the one. Wahid gets to AF Asyaf. Nashwan running on. Rum's getting another breath of wind here in the final stages of the race, but it is up on the outside here. Wahid and AF Asyaf, and from last is Diha coming up into third. Good go down to the line. Tight. Won't leave it. Won't go into that one there.
The second race of the evening was also for purebred Arabians, a 0 to 70 rated handicap for 4-year-old and up UAE breds, and this had 70,000 on the line over 9 furlongs. Hawa Fez was very impressive here for Bernardo Pinheiro, giving him a natural double on the afternoon and winning by just a slight margin over AF Al-Badi. Sadara was back in third.
It's Al Abadi, the leader, from Al Motaman. Sadara running on. Al Dalhab still with a fight. Ez Al Rawasi was next. It's up in front though. Al Abadi getting a good run on here. Sadara was next, followed by up on the inside Al Dalhab, and running on now late was La Etab. It's Al Abadi. Al Abadi from Sadara, and also there as well running on Hawa Fez in the late stages. Hawa Fez makes it interesting out wider. Wow-wee!
The third race of the evening at Al-Ain was a handicap for 0 to 100 rated 4-year-olds up, purebred Arabians, some of the best horses on the day as far as class goes. And Saari was no exception to that rule, 7.5 in the market, Sylvester de Sousa in the saddle for Majid Al-Johori, and won nicely by a length and a half over Rod Lombardic. Oxford and Golden Years, both for Al Ajban, finished third and fourth to complete the top 4.
Next was Rad Lembarak, who's working through runners. Kadir Desarnet's dropping away. Up on the outside, Sari gets to Rams Muscat, Golden Years and Kashmir the inside. They make a line of 4 here as they make their way down the straight. It is up in front though, Sari. Sari coming clear here in the final stages of the race, and Sylvester de Souza and Majid Al-Jahuri are going to go and take it. Rad Lembarak's runs second. Big run from him off the bit from 1,000.
fourth race of the evening at 5:30 p.m. was a maiden for 4-year-olds and up. UAE-bred purebred Arabians on the dirt, 40,000 on the line, over the one-turn 1,600-meter mile. This continued a big week and a big season for Yas Racing of His Highness Sheikh Mansour as Ramiz Al Wathba beat out Shatha AW. Jules Mobian for Eric Lamartinel got the victory this time by a whopping 13 lengths. Al Batetha was back in third.
It's Ramiz Al Wathba, the leader, and Al Bartia, these two looking the main contenders. Ramiz Al Wathba with it all to lose here as he gets to the 200-metre mark now, and the entire Maithak have set sail here. Al Bartia with around 6 lengths to make up here, but as we get closer and closer to the line, Ramiz Al Wathba gets further and further and further in front. 10 lengths in front of running on now into second, Shatha AW. Al Bartia's got no more, but he poses up for the photo, Jules Mobian.
Fifth race of the evening was a maiden for 4-year-old and up UAE-bred purebred Arabians on the dirt. This one also over that mile in the second division. AS Fawaz was smart here, giving Bernardo Pinheiro his third victory of the day and the week. ES Hadid was 4.5 lengths back in second, under Sylvester de Sousa, with Rasika Wathba in third.
As AS Fawaz came in and Rasika Wathba has to recover. Up in front, the leader, Jap Mojera, the inside. Working up into it, ES Hadid. Then came AS Fawaz. Rasika Wathba continues to battle on, trying to recover as AS Fawaz hits the lead from Rasika Wathba. AS Fawaz the leader. Rasika Wathba trying very, very hard here. AS Fawaz from Rasika Wathba. AS Fawaz, Rasika Wathba. ES Hadid tries, but AS Fawaz getting further in front. AS Fawaz goes on to win.
A handicap followed. This was race 6, 0 to 70, rated purebred Arabian, 70,000 on the line, also over the mile distance. Muntahir and Abdulaziz Al-Balushi looked good here, winning by 3 1/4 lengths over Arif and Noful Al Wathba. The runner-up gave another second-place finish to Sylvester de Sousa and Majid Al-Jahori, while the third-place runner had Saif Al-Balushi for Khalifa Al-Niadi. Mohammed Al-Marouki was the trainer of the victor.
Muntarir finds some more. Muntarir into the final stages of the race, out clear with enough of a buffer on. Next there was Arif, but it is going to be all Muntarir. He looked the winner from 800 out. Muntarir by 3 lengths.
The seventh race of the night was a conditions affair, 4-year-old and up. Purebred Arabians on the dirt, 85,000 on the line, and a straight 5-furlong sprint. That definitely went to Al Laith here, who's proving a force in these sprint races for Ben Cohen and Ahmed Al Baherbi. He won by just over a length over Mahir, with Al Yaharbin back in third. The victor won for the 7th time in 16 runs.
AF Yabahan a little wayward, but running on really well now here with Al Laith, and these two pair off from Mahir, AF Manute, but Al Laith finding a bit here over on the far side from AF Yabahan, who's getting down to work here. In calf from the back with Mahir. It's Al Laith from Mahir. Al Laith will do enough. Al Laith a length and a half.
The 8th race and penultimate race of the weekend was the handicap for 0 to 65 purebred Arabian horses, dirt, and 40,000 on the line, also over the straight 5-furlong sprint. Another thriller for the fans at Al-Ain. This one was won nicely by Atrash. Sylvester de Sousa getting another win on the weekend, this one for Mohammed Al-Shamsi. Jap Ward finished second for Kays Al-Busaidi, while AF Musalat was third for Kays Aboud.
As they continue down the straight, Jap Ward under Kays Al-Busaidi, the leader. Musalat continuing on. Ali Al-Makar Malorda also making good chase along with Al Naya. Hakuma working through. Jap Ward clear though. Jap Ward from out deeper. Ali Al-Makar Malorda and also R-Trash. R-Trash flying home. R-Trash comes from nowhere to win.
And the nightcap and last race of the UAE weekend of racing was a handicap of 0 to 65 rated 4-year-old and up purebred Arabians on the dirt, 40,000 on the line, and again over that straight 5-furlong sprint. Some sprints finishing up the night here at Al-Ain, and this was a thriller as well, as a lock was one-sided, winning by almost 6 lengths over AF La Menace. Ray Dawson was aboard for Jabber Vitars, having a big season himself. Farid was back in third.
Down the centre of the course here, Alawali tries to get into the race. Over on the far side was Heiser Beer along with Dard. It's Alark though. Alark the one to chase here in the final race, out clear by 2.5 lengths on La Menace. Alark getting a little wayward. Dard was next, followed by next in running there, Jap Al Hartle, but Alark, the trials told plenty, and Alark clumps clear and storms away for a good win. Alark by 4.
Now let's take a look at the championship standings. Yas Racing has seized the lead from His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum for the first time this season. His Highness Sheikh Mansour's operation is moving at a torrid pace, including 4 victories this week with 24 wins overall to the 23 of Jebel Ali Stables. Khala Khalifa Al Abuda holds steady with 14 in third. Al Ashbam Stables has 11 in fourth, and Nazar Askar picked up 2 victories to stay in fifth with 10 wins. Among the trainers, we have Michael Costa, who still has the lead there by 1 over Musab Al-Mahari, who had 5 wins on the weekend. Michael Costa leads all with 18.9% as far as strike rate. Mufat Simar picked up those 4 wins to move back into third, our defending champion trainer and winner of 2 of the last 3 seasons. He has 19 victories. Ibrahim Al-Hadrami and Ernst Artel keep their spots in 4th and 5th with 17 and 16 wins respectively. In the jockey standings, Connor Beasley got 1 win on the week to maintain his lead. He has a 26-24 win over 12-time champion Tig O'Shea, who has 24 victories and picked up 4 this week. Danny Tudhill picked up 1 to maintain third with 21 victories. Sylvester de Sousa had an impressive weekend with 5 victories and now has 19 victories overall. And Bernardo Pinheiro picked up 3 to have 18 to move into the top 5. Now let's look ahead at what's coming up this week, and it is a whopper of a weekend here in the UAE, with arguably our second biggest day of the season. It is Fashion Friday at Meydan on Friday, January 24th. We have 3 Group 1s, including the Al Maktoum Challenge and Romantic Warrior in the Group 1 Jebel Hatta. We also have 2 Group 2s and 4 Group 3s on the table. It is going to be a huge day of racing. At Abu Dhabi on the next day, the Saturday, January 25th, we have the listed Abu Dhabi Championship worth 180,000 dirhams. A thriller as always. We thank you for tuning in and hope to see you here next week on Past the Post. My name is Michael A. Dawson. I hope you've had a great week and a great weekend coming up. And may all your photo finishes be winning ones.